management work with. So the last topic that is being there is the strategic cost management in the specific sector. See, we have a look into like traditional cost management. Like what we do in the traditional cost management, we involve the allocation of cost and overhead to production, which primarily focus on cost control. So in traditional cost management, we have only one focus, like we have to control the cost and we have to reduce our cost. Okay. The underlying promise was that the company would achieve greater income with lower cost. Like we have to increase our profits, but we have to basically reduce our cost, which is being incurred by us. So it involves a comparing the real outcome with the conventional standards. So there are certain limitations which a traditional cost management suffer. What is that? First, that the control and reduction is the main emphasis. So the main importance that is being given is only and only to the cost control. No, nothing is take care of about the quality and all those things. Okay, so if a company decides to minimize the marketing, so 20% across all the product and the sales of a profitable goods are likely to be affected. Suppose a company is making losses. So it check out like the overall cost. Okay, we are making into the losses. And so what they plan, okay, let's reduce our production with 20%. But with this 20%, non-profitable mix will also be decreased, but the profitable mix will also decrease. Both the combination will decrease, and as a result a company may suffer the losses in the same way in which it was incurring the earlier phase. Then the traditional cost control program has an internal emphasis and doesn't look at the external factors like what is a competition, what is the market growth rate. These things are not taken into account, and a broad-based cost reduction could lead to poor product and service quality that could drive customers away, leading to lower revenue and profitability. See, whenever you are reducing your cost, reduction of the cost doesn't mean that you have to compromise on the quality. If you compromise on your quality, if the quality of your product decreases, then obviously customer will not stick with you. They will obviously leave the in your company and will move to some other organization. Then the current customer expectation are very different. Like earlier what we think of, okay, we have a limited income and we want to go with that only. But now cost reduction, what a person thinks of, like they want a thing at a cost reduced but with the same quality. So they don't want to compromise on the quality aspect. And the traditional cost accounting system relying on account data, like they just find out either the thing is profitable or not profitable. They don't take into consideration the various external factor as well as the in-depth study like what leads to the losses to the organization. So the main emphasis is only and only on the cost reduction. So why does strategic management come into picture? Because in the current market environment, cost control is not enough. You don't have to just focus on like how much cost we have to control. You have to take into consideration, need to consider strategically managing cost, like how you can manage that cost. Although you can see, okay, I have to reduce it, but you have to strategically plan like how these things can be controlled. So the today companies approach in the, you can say, operate in the world of a competition. You know, like customer demand a product with the innovations, with new technology, with new features, but they don't want to compromise on the quality also. Okay, so these things you need to take into consideration. So the strategic cost management is basically the implementation of cost management strategies to boost a company's strategic position. So you basically employs all the cost management strategies, like you can control the cost, how, with the strategic positioning, like how your company position could be hold in the competition. It deals with combining cost information with the system for decision making to support the organization as a whole. So the methods of cost management should be like such that they basically strengthen the enterprise strategic positioning. Like your position in the competition field should be stronger. You should be able to sustain with the competition which you are facing. Then the strategic cost management focus more on continuous enhancement to provide consumer with superior quality products. See, everyone want a superior these products. Like these days, if you can look into the examples, like there are various types of earlier there were only one or two availability of variants of toothpaste were available. Now they want different things. A customer who have a sensitivity, they want a sensitivity. Okay, then the kids want a different flavor because they are like strawberry and all that. So they have a certain criteria which they have set and they want according to their requirements. Okay, so strategic cost management, you can say in India, need to be a part of your value chain. You need to be take into consideration the strategic cost management. It is not like you can employ it in one or other department. It should be a part of your organization as a whole. Like if I have quoted one example, see, there are two product A and B. Okay, and if the company sees like the sale of the product A, अगर हम B प्रोडक्ट को बनाना बंद कर देते हैं तो प्रोडक्ट A का भी सेल हमारा कितना गिर जाता है 25%. Now if a company is not using strategic cost management, what they will find out, okay, product B is making a loss of 4 lakh rupees, let's shut down this and we can go with the production of 40 lakhs. But if we shut down the production of product B, then ultimately it will also reduce the profit of product A. That means the 40 lakh rupees which you are incurring as a profit from product A, वो भी तो कम हो जाएगा. That will reduce to 10 lakh rupees. ठीक है, वो 10 lakh rupees से कम हो जाएगा because 25% is the cost which is being incurred by the product B. So what will happen? That the product A advantage will be reduced to I'll tell you how. See, with this 40 lakh, 25% will be reduced if product B is done. Okay, if it is done and it is shut down, so this 4 lakh will be reduced. I mean, this loss will be not there. Now, what will be there? This 40 lakh into 25%, that means this 10 lakh rupees will be reduced in the profit. So your profit will be 30 lakh. Okay, but here, if you can see the case, here the profit is 40. If you deduct this 4 lakh as a loss, so your profit is 36 lakh. So is it beneficial? No, it's not beneficial because your reduction, like if you thought of, okay, let's shut down with this production. I mean, I want to shut this product B. So this will also lead a loss for you because आपका प्रोडक्ट ए का भी जो एडवांटेज है वो भी कम हो रहा है. Your this profit will also decrease. So what strategic cost management will be? Like they manage the cost information that is specifically directed to one or more of the strategic stages. What are the strategies in this? Like first you formulate the strategy. What will be your strategy? How you are going to start with your projects. Then is developing and implementing control to monitor the success. Although you have planned the things, but it will be only beneficial if you see either it is profitable if they are going as per your plan or any change or any variation is being required. Then is developing and carrying out tactics to implement that strategies. Like whenever you plan a thing, you need to find out like how these things will proceed, how these things will be carried out, if any system is being required, if any system training is being required by the person, that things you need to find out. Then is communicating those strategy throughout the organization. Like it should be, as I told you, that the strategic cost management should be an overall part of your organization. Each and every person should be aware of like what is the strategies which are being employed in the organization. Then the cost analysis, you can say, is a wider aspect, whereas strategic are more explicit and structured. So what is the difference between these two, the traditional and the strategic? So the traditional basically is a short-term concept, whereas a strategic cost management is a long-term concept. In internal, in this, you can say in the traditional method, it is internal, whereas strategic is both internal and external because it take into consideration both the factors which are impacting your decisions or which are impacting your cost. So the cost driver, it depends upon the volume of the product, whereas in that each value has a distinct and a separate cost driver. As we find out each separate cost driver, so that way it proceeds. So what are the, you can say, the components of a strategic cost management? So the components of strategic cost management are basically three. The first is the strategic positioning. How you position your strategic position analysis means, like if a company's relative position within the industry with regard to its related to its performance, you can say like strategic positioning, how the company is being available, like company is being positioned in the market, in the competition with, along with its competitors. Uski kya position hai market mein along with its competitors ke against me, is it strong or it is not, that way. The strategic positioner is concerned with the potential impact of external as well as internal environment. See, whatever your strengthening position is, it is not being constant. It will keep on changing. Why it will keep on changing? Because there are various factors which will impact it. If you can say your external environment, if some changes are such which are beyond your control, that are your external environment. Suppose some company come up with a new regulation is being imposed by a government, then it will be your position will be impacted by that. Then comes the internal factor. So internal factor here means maybe a raw material which you are using for your production is not available now because of some deficiency. So it will obviously, you can say, deteriorate your strengthening position, that is your strategic positioning in the market. So both these things will be taken into consideration. So for internal environment, we take into consideration the what are the factors which are impacting. For external environment, you know, all of you know what is PASTEL and the 5-quarter model. So these are being used so that we can basically analyze what is the external environment which is impacting our organization. Then is the cost driver analysis. So the cost driver analysis means that the cost is basically driven by various factors. Okay, so cost is not a like a implication of only one thing. It is a combination of various factors. So we can divide it into two ways. First is structural and second is executional. So what is the structural means? A structural cost driver refer to the organization factor that affect the cost of a product. Okay, such driver affect the cost of an organization. You can say these are basically large scale operation is likely to provide, like if we produce a large scale production, every one of us know that they will provide us the economy of scale. So whenever we are into mass production, we will basically get what economy of scale, and the technologies or determine the cost which are being impacted within the business organization. Then come the executional cost drivers. What are the executional cost drivers means? That these are dependent upon the company's operation. कंपनी के ऑपरेशंस कैसे हैं, कौन से रिसोर्सेज हमने एम्प्लॉय किए हैं अचीव करने के लिए गोल और अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को। सो वो कॉस्ट जो ड्राइवर्स होते हैं आपके, वो डिफाइन करते हैं कि आपकी मैनेजमेंट की स्टेटमेंट क्या है या मैनेजमेंट का पॉलिसी क्या रहने वाला है. सो दीज आर नोन एज द एग्जीक्यूशनल ड्राइवर. Then the last thing that is there is a value chain analysis. So what is the value chain analysis? Okay, what does the value chain analysis mean? Value chain analysis is the strategical tool. Okay, so this tool is why it is used. It is used to identify the internal firm activities and is a process by which firm analyze several activities which add value to the final products. कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो हम करते हैं जो हमारी जो प्रोडक्ट है, फाइनल प्रोडक्ट है, उसमें वैल्यू ऐड करते हैं. Like maybe we are using such sort of a technology or we are adding some additional features into that. So that is a value chain analysis. So it basically locate the activity which do not find the you can say find out any value to the final product are eliminated. जो चीजें फाइनल प्रोडक्ट में कुछ वैल्यू ऐड नहीं करते, हम उसको वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस में डिलीट कर देते हैं. And we only keep into focus those activities which provide additional, you can say, advantage or you can say the more value to the final product. जो value add करते हैं उनको हम इसमें रख लेते हैं, जो नहीं करते बेटा उसको हम delete कर देते हैं. Now the cost leadership can be achieved through techniques. देखो अगर आपको cost leadership आज के टाइम में अटेन करना है तो कैसे रहता है, या तो आप टारगेट कॉस्टिंग करते हो या प्रोडक्ट डिफरेंशिएशन करते हो. कैसे प्रोडक्ट डिफरेंशिएशन, अगर मेरा प्रोडक्ट आपके प्रोडक्ट से बेटर है, मैं अगर ये कस्टमर को प्रूव करने में पॉसिबल हो गई कि मेरे प्रोडक्ट में जो फीचर्स हैं वो आपके प्रोडक्ट में नहीं है, देन ऑब्वियसली मैं कॉस्ट लीडरशिप में मेंटेन कर सकती हूँ कि ओके, these are the additional features which I am providing the customer and the somebody is not able to provide that. So that way I can maintain my position as a cost leader. And then is the cost management in the industry. Okay, how the cost management is being used in the Indian industry. First is the banking, healthcare and construction industry. So you have seen like how that this banking has evolved over a period of a time. Okay, it is not the same which it used to be earlier. So now it has totally changed. Like how, like in today's time, rapid technological changes, technology बहुत ज़्यादा change हो गया. Earlier, if you can look into, we were going into the banks, our parents used to go, they used to stand in the queue, then the check will be like whatever that passbook is there, that is being filled by that person only. But now you don't need to, you just send that machine is there, that your passbook is updated on its own, you just need to enter it into the computer system. So that way these things are being, technology is being developed over there in the banking. Then is the tough global and domestic competition. See, earlier when banks were there, there were only and only, most of the banks were the, you can say, the public sector banks. So the private sector banks were very less. But now with the changing technology, you can say with the changing competition. So competition here means, doesn't means कि bank का competition. बैंक के साथ साथ कैसे बेटा, अभी हम जो पहले होता था, अभी उससे ज्यादा बहुत ज्यादा इंडस्ट्री आ गई. उस इंडस्ट्री में इतना कंपटीशन है और हर किसी के लोन की रिक्वायरमेंट अलग अलग है. तो सिर्फ पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक या सिर्फ प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक प्रोवाइड करे ऐसा नहीं है. बहुत सारे बैंक्स जिनको, जो ऑलरेडी बाहर एस्टेब्लिश्ड है, वो यहाँ पे आके अपनी ब्रांचेस ओपन करते, बिकॉज देयर आर ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट आर बीइंग प्रोवाइडेड इन द, you can say, in the environment because of this competition. Then is total cost management is central to sustain corporate profitability and competitiveness. So that means if you have to compete in the market and you have to maintain your profitability, both the things you have to do simultaneously. अगर आपको competition भी face करना है और आपको अपनी cost पे भी ध्यान देना है या profitability पे भी ध्यान देना, तो आप कैसे कर सकते हो अगर आप proper cost management की techniques use करोगे. So here cost means that the total cost to the customer. So the cost leadership strategy doesn't mean compromise on either quality or technology. As I told you, okay, we have to reduce the cost, but we don't have to reduce our quality. आपको कॉस्ट कम करनी है, क्वालिटी आपको डिटीरियोरेट नहीं करनी. तो उसके लिए क्या रहता है, वो चीजें जो अननेसेसरी हैं हम उनको डिलीट करते हैं. So low cost are no advantage if competitors are not willing to buy that product. Suppose you have reduced your prices, but on the same way, okay, you reduce your prices, but you have also compromise on your quality. So the customer will not be with you. They will leave the company and they will go and find out some other benefit, other, you can say, company which are providing them with a good quality products. So the survival triplet today for any company is, तीन चीजें ध्यान में रखनी है. क्या? How to manage its products cost. कैसे अपनी प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्ट को वो मेंटेन कर सकते हैं, मेंटेन इन द सेंस कॉम्पिटिटिव रख सकते हैं. देन द क्वालिटी शुड बी, ऑब्वियसली customer need that quality, and then is the performance, that means the profitability. So the customer are continuously demanding high quality and better performance, and at the same time they want the prices to fall. So they want the products, and but they want the prices should be also competitive, or either they should fall. So the shareholders, what they demand is, they demand a return on their investment. So you have to take into consideration the various parties which are interested in your company. आपको शेयर होल्डर्स को भी खुश रखना है, आपको एम्प्लॉइज को भी खुश रखना है, आपको कस्टमर को भी क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट प्रोवाइड करना है at a reasonable price. So these challenges are being there if you have to sustain in the competition. So today the market leader are even pursuing cost reduction as a strategic imperative. Like it has become very important for you to take into consideration this cost management aspect. You have to reduce the cost. Then the way to stay ahead of the market by continuously widening the gap between their cost and that of the competitive. Like there should be what you can say is you can face your competition only if you are able to provide the products which are better than your competitor and at a reasonable price. So that strategy you have to follow. So what a firm can use is a firm can use activity based costing and performance management in a value chain perspective. So a firm using activity based costing क्या करता है, उनको क्या पता रहता है, बेटर इनसाइट फॉर बेंचमार्किंग, लाइक उनको कितना अपना टारगेट है वो उनको पता रहता है. देन इज अ क्लियर स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ प्रायोरिटीज ऑफ बजट गोल, लाइक व्हाट इज देयर प्रायोरिटीज, पहले हमें क्या करना है, सेकंड हमें क्या करना है, दे नीड टू सेट अप देयर प्रायोरिटीज. Then is clarity of the reasons for effective implementation of planning and budgeting, how they have to plan the thing and how the whole process should be taken into consideration. So these things are to be taken into consideration. Then less likely to use department wise budgeting system, absorption costing and variable costing. So this way you can say a banking sector will survive in the business or any industry. If they have to survive, they have to take into consideration these things. There are various cost management tools which you have already, I think, read, like cost volume profit analysis, activity based budgeting. Now these things are very most. What is just in time, what is target costing, what is Kaizen budgeting. So these are the new trends that are coming into the Indian industry, so that your product is being very competitive and you are able to sustain the competition which you are facing. Then there are current use of management tools. These various tools are being used. First one is the transfer pricing practices. So if you can see into the transfer pricing practices, the Indian corporate had followed a market price based transfer pricing as against the whole world practices of cost based. हर जगह रहता है कि कॉस्ट बेस्ड प्रैक्टिस वो फॉलो करते हैं, बट इंडिया में हम क्या फॉलो करते हैं, ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग. कहाँ पे, डोमेस्टिक मार्केट पे, और मार्केट प्राइस बाइस्ड हम कहाँ पे यूज करते हैं, इंटरनेशनल ट्रांसफर में. Then is the manufacturing overhead accounting. So the use of direct method of allocation of service department against the production department is widespread. And then the third one that is there is the standard costing. So the standard costing technique, all of you know, like we set a standard and accordingly we plan our, you can say we start with our production. We basically standardize our production process and we depict like, okay, this will be our material cost, this will be our material price. So these way we set the standards for each thing, and on an aggregate basis material variance, like what is the difference between the material cost and the prices, then have been given more precedence over overhead variance. So we use ABC method and all those techniques to control those things. Then come the cost management and profitability in the banks. What is this cost management and profitability? अभी बैंकिंग का सिचुएशन क्या है, द कंसेप्ट ऑफ बैंकिंग बिजनेस ओवर द डिकेड्स हैज चेंज्ड. ठीक है, पहले क्या होता था, आपकी एक ही एक्टिविटी होती थी, एक्सेप्ट द डिपॉजिट एंड लैंड द लोन्स. बट नाउ विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, एज द कंपटीशन इज चेंजिंग, एज वी आर इनटू द, you can say, more or more persons are starting with their industry, or more and more entrepreneurs are coming. So you can say various functions. Okay, so what banks has evolved over the time, their functions has evolved. Now they act as a commission agent for you, they act as a broker for you, they provide you various facilities like mutual funds activities and all that. So these are being taken into consideration. So the growing competition and complexity of changing business situation are compelling. So that way we have to take into consideration all those things, and only then we can start with these things like how we have to manage the cost aspect. Now, need for cost management and profitability in banks, like why it is being required to employ the various techniques of the cost management in the banks. See, banks earn profit when its business cost is less and obviously expenses are less than its revenue. So revenue is being generated from various factors. अभी बहुत सारे functions वो जो करता है वहां से उसको क्या रहता है, revenue मिलता है. तो obviously अगर उसकी cost कम है और revenue ज्यादा है तो उसको profit maintain होता है. So a business, you can say, banking is considered any economy. If it is fails or something, like we depend mostly for the loan purposes on the banks only. So to remain profitable, efficient and effective cost management, entire operation is the need of the banking sector. So what is being required, like the basic need for earning profit for survival is to, like, you have to provide the best product at a reasonable cost. That is your strategy. So then now what are the, you can say, the bottlenecks for any banks to be earn profitable होने के लिए? Most of the banks are predominantly regulated by the respective government to serve their national objective. बहुत सारे बैंक होते हैं जो आपके गवर्नमेंट के नेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ रहते हैं, जैसे नबार्ड, रीजनल, रूरल बैंक्स, हेल्थ एजुकेशन. Okay, banks lend their borrowed fund to other borrowers, which needs spread across different time periods. So banks rely on borrowed money. They need to basically raise resources in a matching manner to avoid the risk. So this is how, like, you have to sustain your business. Then a banking business involves greater risk than any other business. Why? Because when you are dealing in money, I mean, that is obviously a riskier fact. Why? Because you are not dealing in your money. You are dealing with someone who has trusted them yourself with that money, and they have given bank में वो आप अपना hard earned money रखते हो. So you are liable for their money also. So the increased range and complexity of bank operations call for sophisticated risk management techniques. Because now the bank is not only into the accepting of money and lending of money, now they have taken up various factors, like abhi wo mutual funds mein aapke behalf pe karte hain investment. Now what they write, they give you the underwritings, then they give you the as a commission. So they have taken up some of these functions which are very risky. So to maintain that, they need to be like very you can say, they have to imply that those techniques which can help them to face these complex situations. जितने भी complex situations के लिए face करने के लिए भी वो mutual funds में invest करते हैं. They need to basically understand the things very properly. उनको proper study करना रहता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी भी purpose में लिए आपका पैसा लगा दिया, नहीं. Because they are liable for your money, so they need to make a proper study of those things. And then is the business expansion and implementation of BOST Accord for forcing banks to shore up capital resources. So these are the various, you can say, the standards which they have to meet. And then is the non-performing assets in the books of banks drain the precious resources of the bank. अगर बैंक cost management की techniques को अच्छे से use नहीं करेगा तो क्या होगा? उसकी बहुत सारी जो assets होंगी वो क्या हो जाएंगी? Non-performing assets में convert हो जाएंगे, and it will lead to the losses for that organization. Then customer driven competitive environment, customers are less loyal and demand impactive सर्विस डिलीवरी. अगर आपके कस्टमर्स को लग रहा है कि हाँ कॉम्पिटिटिव इन्वायरमेंट में मुझे यही फैसिलिटी किसी और बैंक में लेस रेट पे ज्यादा मिल रही है तो मैं वहां पे चला जाता हूँ. यू नीड टू मेक योर सेल्फ वेरी, आई मीन, क्लियर टू योर कस्टमर कि हाँ आप जो प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो दैट इज लाइक व्हाट इज बीइंग रिक्वायर्ड बाय देम, एंड दीज सर्विसेज जो आपको सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं वो बहुत अभी वो है. ठीक है, अभी कैसे, अगर पहले कैसे रहता था हमें बैंक में जाके एफडी करना है, आरडी करना है, अभी क्या है, ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग है. यू कैन जस्ट असेस योर बैंक एंड यू कैन प्रिपेयर, आई मीन यू कैन योरसेल्फ सेट योर एफडी. ओके, एफडी आप खुद ही कर सकते हो, आरडी आप खुद कर सकते हो. ये सब चीजें आपको भी बैंक्स ये सर्विसेज क्यों प्रोवाइड करते हैं? सो दैट यू कैन, दे कैन सेव योर टाइम. You don't have that mind, I mean, time to go to the banks and look into all those things. Then growing interest strain the interest spreads. Okay, अगर interest rate का क्या है, interest rate को भी उनको competitive रखना है. So these things a bank need to take into consideration. Now, what are the challenges before the bank management? A bank management will, I mean, there are various things which a bank management or challenges which a bank management face. The first one that is being there is the bank needs to retain their existing customer and widen their base, developing in a retail strategy and geographical capability. दैट मीन्स जो आपके ऑलरेडी कस्टमर है वो तो आपको रिटेन करना ही है कि ठीक है ये तो रहे, उसके साथ आपको क्या करना है, आपको ऐसी स्ट्रैटेजीज लेके आनी है कि ताकि आपका जो एरिया है वो आप डेवलप कर सको। सपोज इट, अगर आपका पहले ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आप एक एरिया में हो जहां पे आपका बहुत ज्यादा होल्ड है, देन यू नीड टू प्रोवाइड वेरियस प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज या सेल्स में ऐसी जगह पे जाना है जहां पे आपका नेटवर्क और यू कैन से आपका स्कोप बड़ा होता है। Then banks have to develop an effective strategy and management tools to ensure cost effective straight through processing and seamless end to end business. Okay, तो अभी क्या रहेगा आपका इसमें, बैंक्स को क्या डेवलप करना है, एक ऐसी स्ट्रैटेजी डेवलप करनी है जो मैनेजमेंट टूल्स टू इंश्योर कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव। कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव नहीं होगी तो बेटा आपके लिए बेनिफिशियल नहीं है। अभी अगर आज के टाइम में आपका बिजनेस यहाँ पे इंडिया में है और आपने एकदम से सोचा मैं बाहर जाके यूएस में एक ब्रांच लगाऊंगी, दैट विल नॉट बी कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव। अभी आप क्या कर सकते हैं, ठीक है मेरा यहाँ पे है तो देन यू कैन फाइंड आउट द नियर अबाउट प्लेसेस। सो यू नीड टू बेसिकली स्ट्रेटेजिकली प्लान ऑल दोस थिंग्स। देन आफ्टर द रिसेंट मेल्टडाउन ऑफ द वेस्टर्न इकोनॉमीज लाइक यूएसए, ओके, अभी कैसे था, बैंकिंग सेक्टर का भी एक टाइम पे फेलियर्स आया था, ये उसके बारे में है। Then the range of the banking products is ever changing with lesser and less margin. पहले कैसे था, मैंने आपको बताया फोकस रहता था व्हाट इज एक्सेप्टिंग द लोन्स एंड गिविंग देम द लोन्स। नहीं, अभी कैसे है, बहुत सारी चीजें ऐड हो गई हैं। यू नीड टू टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन ऑल दोस थिंग्स। Then you develop new revenue stream and pricing competitively. You have to find out like what other things you can add into your profile so that your earnings can increase and pricing should be such that it should be competitive. आपको कंपटीशन फेस करने के लिए ऐसी प्राइसिंग रखनी चाहिए जो कॉम्पिटिटिव हो, ऐसा नहीं कि आप अपने मन से कुछ भी रखे हो। सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सेड दैट द यू हैव टू प्लान द थिंग्स अकॉर्डिंगली। So now what we have read is like in the current economic environment, one clear critical success for banks is strong emphasis on expense management throughout the banks. Banks में आपको expenses कैसे manage करने हैं वो आपको देखना है, और आपको क्या ध्यान देना है, like what is the quality, dependability, okay, these things you have to take into consideration. Now the aim of cost accounting in a bank is to provide uniform account allocation with the financial system, which in turn you can say is transparent cost allocation to the cost center. So these are the things which you need to do. Provided detailed cost information complements existing control techniques, like how you can improve your production, how you can basically improve your revenues. So you take into consideration those things. So what will be the benefits if you employ all those things? First, there will be uniform booking and allocation of the cost. Then what will be there? Cost monitoring. Obviously, you will set up your cost and accordingly you can find out either you are able to maintain that or not. Then what we have concerned with the banking, now we will focus on the healthcare industry. So the healthcare industry is basically your pharma industry. You need to provide a link between the activities, cost and strategic objective can be employed in any situation. Okay, we have to, basically strategic cost management is being employed in almost all industry, but how you have to imply that, you have to look into this. So the strategic cost management practices could be adopted in healthcare industries of India. But there are two reasons why it is being required. First, there appears to be the need for practical strategic management tools that can connect the medical, business and public service dimension of strategic objectives in healthcare. अभी आपको क्या रहना है इसमें, आपके जितने भी स्ट्रैटेजिक ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं, ठीक है, लाइक अचीवमेंट, जितने भी आपके स्ट्रैटेजिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं जो आपने सेट किए हैं, उनको अचीव करने के लिए क्या रहता है कंपनी के लिए, हेल्थ केयर सर्विस के लिए क्या है, ये नहीं है कि आप अगर कुछ भी बेटा स्ट्रैटेजिक कॉस्ट कंट्रोल टेक्निक लगोगे वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपका हेल्थ केयर को इम्पैक्ट करेगा। नो, बिकॉज हेल्थ केयर इज समथिंग विच इज बीइंग एसोसिएटेड विद अदर थिंग्स ऑल्सो। ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर इज बेसिकली यू कैन से वेरी क्लोजली रिलेटेड विद अदर्स। सो दैट इज व्हाई whenever you can say healthcare sector has been slowly adopting the strategic management, because slower adaptations क्यों है tools की जो आपकी cost management की है, क्यों, because of the multi-dimensional focus that the sector need, because multi-dimensional sector है, अभी क्या है, हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर है, तो आप हेल्थ में क्वालिटी भी डिटीरियोरेट नहीं कर सकते हो। सेकंड क्या है, अभी ये रिक्वायरमेंट है सबकी, ठीक है ना, हेल्थ केयर पे, तो आपकी स्ट्रेटेजी ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो आपको कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव के साथ साथ आपकी क्वालिटी पे वो नहीं करे। Then the healthcare service of a patient education plays an important role in the management of various diseases. Like there is a widespread acceptance in academic about the importance of patient education, and large amount of resources are invested in education program. Why? Because patient education is absent from discussion about the costing of healthcare. सो एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम का क्या बेनिफिट था, अगर क्या रहता है, अगर आपको डिजीज के बारे में अवेयरनेस रहे तो आपको पता रहता है कि ओके व्हाट आर द वेरियस थिंग्स दैट आर कमिंग इनटू द मार्केट फॉर दीज थिंग्स। सो देयरफॉर बेसिकली यू कैन से अ स्ट्रैटेजिक कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट मॉडल द मैनेज करता है कॉस्ट को विदाउट इफेक्टिंग द गोल्स ऑफ द पेशेंट एजुकेशन। सो आपको अपना जो स्ट्रैटेजी है वो इस तरह से प्लान करना है बेटा कि आपकी जो कॉस्ट है वो भी कम हो, बट क्वालिटी पे आप बिल्कुल भी इस पे वो नहीं कर सकते हो, बिकॉज इट इज समथिंग दैट इज रिलेटेड टू योर हेल्थ। So development of strategic cost management model in pharma industry combines activity based costing और balance scorecard का mix हम दोनों use करते हैं इसमें हेल्थ केयर इंडस्ट्री में। So the purpose is to provide cost information that could be used to evaluate the strategic implementation. Monitor करोगे आप promises को ताकि आप उनको रिवाइज कर सको and provide a strategic perspective to the operational decision. So this is a way you can basically proceed in the हेल्थ केयर इंडस्ट्री। सो ऐसा आपका वो होना चाहिए कि ये दोनों चीजें उसमें होनी चाहिए। ओके, देन इज अ कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री। excuse me, cost management in the construction industry means construction industry include what, कुछ भी बिल्डिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फैसिलिटी, उसमें क्या रहता है, basically 3 type of engineering are used: civil, mechanical, other branches are being used. And if the you can say infrastructure or the construction sector is in the boom phase, so we say okay the economy is progressing a lot, but for the last we basically economy development is being judged from the construction sector. So the because it is a, you can say they have a significant share in the GDP. आपका जीडीपी में बहुत ज्यादा शेयर कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री का रहता है। तो फीचर्स क्या है कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री के, एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्ट एज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्टर और एज अ डेवलपर, मतलब अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट में एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हो या सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हो या डेवलपर हो, दैट डिपेंड्स। देन प्रोजेक्ट इन्वॉल्विंग डिजाइन, how is the designing being done, what is the detailed engineering. Now one thing that take into consideration, the client normally make payment based on the progress of the work. Earlier there was the schemes like okay you pay this much this much, अभी कैसे रहता है 50% completion के बाद आपको इतना पे करना है, 60% completion पे इतना करना है, at the time of possession इतना करना है। So these are the various techniques that are being used by the persons so that it doesn't become a burden for any customer. अभी ये टेक्निक्स लाने का मतलब यही था, एक टाइम पे इतना पैसा देना पॉसिबल नहीं रहता, so what they deploy is the these techniques. Then the duration of the project may vary from project to project for different industry. Like if you see, if you are setting up with some industrial plant, it will take almost 1 to 2 years because it's a long project. Then there are some projects which may be on the, you can say, very small scale, so they may be completed before the timing period. So the main areas where the construction industry is active may be civil aviation, environment. So these are the things, water supply, I mean, any type of a construction which take into consideration, we have to deploy those strategic cost management tools. So there is one public-private partnership model. वो क्या रहता है public-private partnership model में क्या रहता है? Develop finance are implemented for project team by private and public sector to be completed by the government or statutory intent. Means दोनों ही रहते हैं, public भी रहता है और उसमें private partnership भी रहता है। लाइक कैसे रहता है, पहले रोड्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या रहते थे, गवर्नमेंट के पास ही रहते थे, अभी कैसे रहता है, रहते हैं ना बहुत सारे नॉर्मल प्राइवेट पर्संस भी ले सकते हैं इन पार्टनरशिप विद द पब्लिक। ओके, सो दैट इज द थिंग्स दैट आर बीइंग टेकन। अभी मेट्रो प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, कितने कितने बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जो बहुत सारे प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स के पास हैं। ओके, सो दीज आर नोन एज द प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप। Then is the real estate development model. What is a real estate development model? That the real estate, you can say, is in connection with the development of land and construction of everything that is permanently attached to the land. Okay, so the permanent fixture to land like building, fencing to the building, other things, plumbing, ये सब इसमें आता है. तो रियल एस्टेट डेवलपमेंट में आपको क्या करना है, अगर कुछ भी वो रहता है उसका कैसे देखना है, लाइक ईदर बाय देमसेल्फ, अगर आपको काम कर रहे या तो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर खुद करता है या किसी और को देता है. एंड व्हाट दे डू इज दे डेवलप द परचेज लैंड और रियल एस्टेट फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, या तो उनका खुद का लैंड है उसको वो डेवलप कर रहे हैं, या क्या है कि किसी गवर्नमेंट का प्रोजेक्ट है उसको वो डेवलप कर रहे हैं. सो दिस इज नोन एज द रियल एस्टेट डेवलपमेंट मॉडल. Now then is the power sector. So power sector is like a very prominent sector in India. Why it is so? Because the thermal power plant are the, you can say, the main source of electricity in India. So the variation in the thermal power station is due to different fuels. अभी बहुत सारे fuels रहते हैं, क्या आप coal भी use कर सकते हो, natural gas. So these are the things. So apart from thermal plant, there are other types of energy resources that are being used to generate electricity. You know everything about electricity, hydroelectricity, solar power. तो हम कुछ भी use कर सकते हैं. But what are the key factors in this? It is highly capital intensive. Like it is not an easy to set up a power plant. Okay, so power sector is highly capital intensive. बहुत ज़्यादा capital लगती है with long gestation period, because startup होने के लिए ही उसको construction के लिए 7-8 साल लगते हैं. उसके बाद exact में उसको even a longer operating period बहुत ज़्यादा उसका वो रहता है. So such projects are, you can say, very capital intensive because a lot of capital is being employed on those projects. Then is the coal supply position. Like I told you, either hydra projects are there or the solar project is there. Coal. So the coal, like mostly 50% of India generation capacity is coal based. So the coal is like, you can say, the shortage of coal may impact this sector, power sector, very badly. So what are the features of the power sector? Limited number of suppliers of electricity. There are not very, dominant players in this field. Okay, very less or few are there because of the capital which is being required. So large players ही इस field में play करते हैं, small players नहीं रहते हैं. Tariff determination is based upon the rationality to determine the cost at various levels. You can't cost your projects according to your stake. No, you have to take into consideration what is the costing and all that. Then is the flexible cost allocation. Indisciplined consumer. अभी क्या रहता है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो बिल पे नहीं करते राइट टाइम पर. So it will be a burden for your company only. Then is continuous growing demand of electricity. I mean, earlier the projects were like being very limited. Now industry growth lead to a lot of pressure on the power sector. And then mostly public sector undertaking closely regulated by the government. अभी जितनी भी ये projects हैं, ये कौन regulate करता है? Government regulate करती है. So application of the cost management techniques in the power sector. क्या techniques आप लगा सकते, like for determining the prices. Prices कैसे करना है? Tariffs कैसे आपको plan करने हैं? Then you need to use a various cost management techniques. Develop a flexible cost allocation. आपको cost कैसे allocate करनी है? Then distribution and inefficiency gap. कितना आपका distribution में loss हुआ? क्यों हुआ? अभी कैसे रहता है? बहुत सारी चीजें रहती हैं उसमें भी. अभी कैसे मैंने आपको बताया, जैसे एक एग्जांपल दी, इनडिसिप्लिन कस्टमर्स रहते हैं जो टाइम पे बिल ही पे नहीं करते. देन इट विल बी अ लॉस फॉर योर कस्टमर ओनली. ओके, वो आप पे ही बर्डन आने वाला है. देन इज द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर. सो द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर, I mean, it is, you can say, is a very important sector in industry, in Indian sector. Why? Because India में सबसे ज्यादा अगर कोई sector prominent है, that is the agriculture sector. Just give me a second. Okay, agriculture sector. See, earlier the agriculture sector, if you see, is very much labor intensive. Now a lot of technology is being developed so that the agriculture sector can develop. Just a Okay, so what are the various challenges which are associated with the structure of the industry? is basically unorganized. वो ऐसा कुछ organized नहीं है, unorganized है. Then is the lack of understanding of cost, because cost कितना incur होने वाला है, that is something you can't predict it. Then is understanding the potential of working collaboratively. So these are the things which you have to take into the consideration. Then is the fragmented structure of the industry. See, the structure of agriculture sector is unorganized and fragmented because of the अभी कैसे रहता है, फार्मर सीम्स टू बी एक्सप्लॉइटेड बिकॉज कैसे छोटे छोटे मार्जिन रहते हैं उनके पास और लैंड्स का पोर्शन भी कम रहता है. Then is lack of understanding of the cost and prices by the farmers, like how the costing is being done. अभी उनका कितना कॉस्ट आ रहा है, उनको क्या प्राइसिंग मिल रहा है, वो चीजें उनको ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आती बिकॉज ऑफ मे बी लिटरेसी सेक्शन एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. सो they are not able to understand all those things. Then is understanding the potential to work collaboratively. See, farmers need to open to innovation in cost management and contractors. So there is a scope for cost reduction to bring the improvement. So it is said that the profit to be get transferred, like potential to work collaboratively means कि अभी कैसे रहता है, अगर आप कोई न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी अकेले अपने फार्म पे लाओगे, it is very costly. So what a pastor can do is like they can have a collaboration with one or two farmers and they can employ those techniques with them. So that is basically the collaboration, or you can say they need to understand what is the change. They need to understand those changes. अभी क्या चेंजेस आ रही हैं, वो उसको कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, उन चीजों को उनको समझने के लिए अपना दिमाग थोड़ा लाइक ओपन माइंडेड होना पड़ेगा ताकि वो उन सब चीजों को अपने वहां पे एम्प्लॉय कर सके. Then is the target cost management. So the target costing means like they determine the cost by subtracting the required margin from the anticipated price. कि anticipated price रहता है मेरा इतना होगा, ठीक है, 200 होगा, 500 होगा, उसमें से आप margin जो होता है थोड़ा उसमें से deduct करते हो. So that is the anticipated price for agriculture product fluctuated. Why? क्यों fluctuate होती है? Making the process of cost management ineffective. कैसे रहता है बेटा, अभी हो सकता है कि मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है मेरा ये प्रोडक्ट आएगा तो इतने में जाएगा, बट कैसे है, यू कांट प्रिडिक्ट द थिंग्स इन वेरी एडवांस बिकॉज अभी कैसे रहता है, एग्रीकल्चर इज द सेक्टर विच इज बीइंग एम्प्लॉयड बाय द सीजनल वेरिएशंस क्या आ रही हैं, देयर मे बी अ स्टॉर्म, देयर मे बी अ फ्लड, सो दीज आर द थिंग्स यू कांट प्रिडिक्ट इट. ठीक है, वो आप पूरा ऐसा पैनल ध्यान नहीं दे सकते ना, इतना ज्यादा प्रिडिक्शन वो नहीं हो सकता है. सो दैट इज वाई वहां पे कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट की टेक्निक्स यूज करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. देन इज द challenges associated with the structure of the like क्यों challenges क्यों है, फर्स्ट मैंने आपको बताया कि ये सेक्टर बहुत ज्यादा अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड है. Second, there is lack of understanding of cost. Understanding of cost means कि cost कितना होने वाला है, ठीक है, मुझे एक चीज पे लिए कितना टाइम लग रहा है, मुझे wheat का प्रोडक्शन में ज्यादा लग रहा है या राइस के, their understanding of cost is very much required. So अगर उनको प्रॉपर समझ नहीं रहा है कि हाँ कितना कॉस्ट किस चीज में उनको इनकर हो रहा है, so that will be a problem for them. Then is understanding the potential, like अगर हम एक साथ काम करेंगे हमें क्या एडवांटेज होने वाले हैं, अगर उनको वो नहीं समझेगा बेटा तो उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है. ओके, देन इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग द, देखो अभी क्या लिखा है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग द पोटेंशियल टू वर्क कोलैबोरेटिवली, द फार्मर नीड्स टू ओपन टू इनोवेशन. ठीक है, अभी वो इनोवेशन तभी आएगा जब उनको ये सब चीजें समझ आएंगी. देन इज अ कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट. सी, कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट फोकस अपॉन ऑल एक्टिविटीज, सभी एक्टिविटीज पे ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, किस पे, इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल टू द वैल्यू चेन इन ऑर्डर टू हेल्प द कॉस्ट रिडक्शन. अगर आपको बेटा इस पे काम करना है तो आपको दोनों चीजों को ध्यान देना है, किस पे, इंटरनल चीजें भी कि क्या, हाँ कॉस्टिंग क्या रहने वाला है, क्या चेंजेस आने वाला है, एंड व्हाट आर द एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर व्हिच विल इम्पैक्ट दैट. So in relation to the agriculture sector, the activity based costing technique is accepted. ठीक है, अभी वो बोलते हैं एक्टिविटी बेस्ड कॉस्टिंग यहाँ पे यूज करना चाहिए हमें. Large scale enterprise engaged in agriculture sector are engaged in the investment of high scale capital expenditure, require efficient utilization of technology as the efficient use of production technology that are available at their disposal. That means कि उनको टेक्नोलॉजी कौन सी अवेलेबल है, वो कितना यूज कर सकते हैं, that will basically employ कैसे होगा. Then is activity based costing should be used. Then target cost management technique where the fluctuation in the anticipated price will also be taken into consideration. अभी क्या होगा, मैंने आपको बोला टारगेट रखते हैं कि इतना कॉस्टिंग आएगा, इतना आएगा, बट कैसे है, उसमें वेरिएशंस हो सकता है, सीजनल वेरिएशंस हो सकता है कि ठीक है कोई फ्लड आ गया, कोई सीजनल स्टॉर्म आ गया, और मे बी अ क्रॉप फेलियर इज देयर बिकॉज टू सम यू कैन से यू कैन प्रिडिक्ट द थिंग्स। तो उन सब चीजों की वजह से जो फेलियर हो गया, दैट इज अ थिंग विच विल बी टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन। तो अगर हम एबीसी कॉस्टिंग यहाँ पे लगाते हैं, उसका क्या बेनिफिट रहेगा? फर्स्ट, एडजस्टेबल कॉस्टिंग टेक्निक होगी और बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट होगा, ठीक है। सो मिनिमम स्पोर्ट प्राइस, ऑल ऑफ यू ऑलरेडी नो अबाउट दिस। Now the last thing that we have to do is the IT sector. IT sector में हम cost management technique कैसे होता है? There are number of challenges which are used in the IT sector. See, IT sector में बेटा कैसे रहता है? If I tell you, IT sector में भी कैसे रहता है? बहुत सारी organization क्या करती हैं? वो IT sector अगर उनका जो हेड ऑफिस रहता है वहां पे उनका आईटी का डिपार्टमेंट रहता है, और बाकी हर डिपार्टमेंट में क्या रहता है? एक सबॉर्डिनेट या एक छोटा सा प्लांट सेटअप रहता है जो उसके साथ एसोसिएटेड रहता है। तो अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम अलग किसी प्लांट में आती है तो वहां से पर्सन जाके वो ठीक करता है। अदर, या वो क्या करते हैं, अपने प्रोजेक्ट को क्या करते हैं, किसी और को दे देते हैं लीज पे, ठीक है। अभी हम क्या रहते हैं, ठीक है मेरा प्रोडक्शन का प्लांट है तो मुझे आईटी के लिए कितना भी लगने वाला है मैं सामने वाले को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर दूंगा। दिस वे आईटी सेक्टर वर्क्स। So you can say that this is very complex. क्यों? क्योंकि IT setup is a very costly. Okay, so IT needs should be organized as a cost center to the organization, whether it is strategical planner or to the business. क्या उनको खुद से सेट करना है या उनको किसी और की यूज करनी है सर्विसेज को? फर्स्ट, अभी वो इस चीज के लिए कि उनको क्या खुद का प्लान सेटअप करना चाहिए या उनको किसी और की सर्विस देखनी चाहिए, वो कैसे कर सकते हैं? उनको एक कॉस्ट ऑप्टिमाइजेशन फ्रेमवर्क सेट करना होगा। फर्स्ट, दे नीड टू डिफाइन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विजन। व्हाट इज द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विजन? कि क्या आपकी विजन है कंपनी की, and any amount of spending carried out in relation to the IT requirement of organization need to be aligned to the organization vision. जो आपका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का विजन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही आप स्पेंड कर सकते हो आईटी की नीड्स पे। सो द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ की स्टेक होल्डर्स, कौन रहते हैं आपके की स्टॉक? सीईओ, डायरेक्टर्स, वो कैसे देखते हैं? विल डिपेंड अपॉन द आईटी कंजप्शन विद इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। वो कितना उसको ध्यान से मतलब मिस्ट बी टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन, वो उनका पर्सपेक्टिव हमें ध्यान में रखना है। Then is documentation of the current state. अभी current state आपकी मार्केट की क्या है? Current state of your organization is what you have to take into consideration this thing. Like in order to identify the gap and the potential weakness, कि क्या weakness है, कहाँ पे आपको वो employ करना है, कैसे आप कर सकते हो? अगर मैं खुद का प्लान सेटअप करने वाली हूँ, ठीक है, वो क्या क्या weaknesses है मेरी उसको सेट करने के लिए। Then is delineation of the target business architecture. Like one of the current state of IT architecture has been documented. The next is developing the target business. ठीक है, कि क्या हमें कितना गैप, कितना कॉस्टिंग पे ध्यान देना है, कैसे हमारा वो क्रक्स क्या रहने वाले हैं वो ध्यान देना है। देन इज डिसीजन बिल्ड वर्सेस बाय। So last important thing that you have to take into consideration, either you have to build your own plant up or you have to buy it, like you have to give it at a lease. So this way all these strategic cost management is being used in all the sectors, that is in the agriculture, in the IT sector, then in the health sector. So this way it is being employed in all the organization that are the main organization, agriculture, cost management, thermal power plants. So this way it works in the various strategies. Okay, because once you have to sustain into the business, you have to face the competition. Sorry, once you have to face the competition, what you need to take into consideration is like what are the techniques which you can use and how you can control the cost. So to control the cost, you have to take into consideration the quality aspect also. You don't have to focus just and just on the cost reduction, you have to take the quality aspect also. Okay, is it clear? So only this chapter was being left, so I have completed with this. So I'll share the PDF with ma'am, you can have the PDF with you. Okay, goodbye everyone.